Hello, my name is Mario Smith. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, with my lovely wife and two beautiful daughters. I am currently a web developer at Turner Broadcasting, where I focus primarily on the NBA.com website. My interest in user interface and user experience led me to pursue my master's in human computer interaction at Iowa State University. As you watch this, I am at my cubicle. So I want to send all my fellow 591 HCI Fall of 2013 classmates a big hello from my office. I would like to focus on the relationship between aesthetics and user interface within web design. First, I think it's important to understand how aesthetics impacts our world. Aesthetics is associated with art and beauty. Aesthetics can lead us to perceive or make judgments based upon information we receive through our five senses. Aesthetics is also associated with mood, emotion, and feelings. It is safe to say that aesthetics can be the connection between a website and our emotional feelings about that website. So the connection with HCI is very direct. How a user perceives a website plays a big role on the user's interaction with that website. We have to understand that the digital aspect of aesthetics and design is not just photos and graphics displayed upon a screen, but it is more of a method whereby we deliberately arrange elements to appeal to the senses and emotions of a user. In the International Organization of Standardization, it states that usability refers to the extent to which a product can be used by a specified user to achieve a specified goal with effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction in a specified context of use. By this definition, the connection of aesthetics and usability becomes a little more clear, as effectiveness and efficiency can be perceived or judged, while satisfaction deals with the feelings or emotions that we have. In Straczynski's and Katz's abstract, What is Beautiful is Usable, they speak of an experiment they conducted to test the relationships between users' perception of a digital system's beauty and usability. The result revealed that the degree of system aesthetics affected the post-use perception of both aesthetics and usability of the system. They stated that the results resembled the findings of social psychologists regarding the effects of physical attraction against the values of other personality traits. See, a website can lead us down various paths of perception. Through aesthetics, some websites give us the feeling of navigating through rush hour traffic on a Friday afternoon across 6 lanes. We're being forced into slots and positions that may be nerving, having to decipher the noise of the city, plagued with the senses of anxiety and confusion, uncertainty and doubtful decisions constantly clouding our judgment until finally we're looking for the exit ramp. Or, through aesthetics, you can find yourself on a peaceful ride down a defined path filled with understanding. You're able to digest your surroundings safely and with minimal noise. Your turns and options are clear. You have just enough lanes for you not to become overwhelmed, and the scenery is pleasing and non-chaotic. This is a drive that you'll be willing to take repeatedly. Okay, let's look at a real-world example. What are your initial thoughts of this well-known news site, the New York Times? Well, here's my path of perception. As I begin to scroll this page, I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Where am I? Everything is competing for my attention. The layout doesn't flow smoothly. The position of the aesthetics are beginning to leave me with an impression. I'm starting to feel like I'm in rush hour traffic on Friday again. You know, by our U.S. culture, I have the innate behavior to read from left to right. However, this graphical ad to the far right is really pulling my attention in an unfamiliar direction. Where do I go next? There is so much going on this page. I'm really starting to feel like I might be missing something. There's key navigation that I definitely would have overlooked throughout the noise of this page. There may be some important information there that I may have missed. The use of sand and sans serif font so closely put together is really kind of hard to read. Poor use of negative space really makes me feel like this page is even more cramped and incomplete. I need to find the exit ramp here, guys. Let's try this again. What are your thoughts of this redesign of the same very well-known news site? Let's call this the new and improved York Times. Well, here's my path of perception. I see a nice prominent logo. It gives me a good sense of security and lays a mental foundation of my surroundings. I also see clearly the navigation with politics black and bold. I also see the word today right below it, carrying a little bit of weight here. So I know right away that today's politic topic is concerning Obama. I am digesting this page much better. My attention is guided. The layout seems to have order and flow. The aesthetics are positioned in a way that I am not overwhelmed. It's kind of like being on that peaceful, non-crowded road. I'm able to soak in everything that this page has to offer. There's good breaks of information that are clearly defined. I'm able to see the sections clearly, the sections that are of interest to me. As I go down to the footer is laid out nicely as well. Good for SEO, and I have a search readily available to me. Let's look at both of them side by side. The major aesthetic differences are clear. It's hard to believe that everything available on the original New York Times site is also available on the redesigned site, minus a few ads. It's clear that the proper use of aesthetics gives us the perception and feeling that we need not to feel bombarded with content. That use is key for good usability and good user experience. Thank you for your time.